American muscle legends of the drag strip. Today, we're diving into the world of drag racing, where horsepower is king and the quarter mile is the ultimate test. So buckle up, true automotive enthusiasts. We're about to take a thundering journey through the most incredible drag racing muscle cars that have ever roared down the quarter mile. 2023 Chevrolet Copo Camaro purpose-built domination. Now, I've seen a lot of fast cars in my time, but the Copo Camaro is in a league of its own. This ain't your grandpa's Camaro. It's a purpose-built drag racing weapon. Under the hood, you've got a monstrous 9.4-liter V8, cranking out a mind-boggling 1,004 horsepower. This thing rockets down the quarter mile in a blistering 8 seconds flat. What's really amazing is that this beast only weighs around 3,200 pounds. No fancy sound system, no power windows, just pure, unadulterated muscle. The Copo Camaro is the ultimate expression of drag racing dominance, a machine designed to do one thing and do it better than anything else on the planet. 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, a unicorn of muscle. Now let's talk about a legend. The 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. This car isn't just any muscle car, it's a beast that roars with power and performance. They only made this beast for 1 year, and man did it leave a mark. With its aggressive stance and unmistakable presence, it turned heads everywhere it went. Under that bulging hood sits a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, and hold on tight because this thing pumps out a monstrous 840 horsepower on racing fuel. That's right, 840 horsepower. 0 to 60 in just 4.2 seconds. The acceleration is so fierce it'll pin you to your seat and leave you breathless, and it'll devour the quarter mile in a mind-bending 9.65 seconds. That's faster than many supercars out there. Dodge engineered this car from the ground up for drag racing. Every component was designed to maximize performance on the strip. It even came with a special crate full of goodies, skinny front tires for less drag, a performance powertrain controller, and even tools to jack up the car at the track. This crate was a racer's dream. The Demon was so potent that the NHRA had to ban it from competition in its stock form. It was simply too fast and too powerful. It's a true unicorn of the muscle car world, rare, powerful, and absolutely unforgettable. The 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon will forever be remembered as a pinnacle of American muscle. 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Superstock, the Demon's legacy. Alright, so the Demon was a tough act to follow, but Dodge wasn't done shaking up the muscle car world. They came back with the Challenger SRT Superstock, and let me tell you, this ain't no consolation prize. It packs the same incredible 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 as the Demon, but this time it's tuned to crank out 807 horsepower. Sure, it's a hair slower than the Demon, but we're talking about a car that can blast through the quarter mile in 10.5 seconds. What I love about the Superstock is that it takes the spirit of the Demon, that raw, unbridled performance, and makes it a little more accessible. The Superstock is a reminder that Dodge isn't afraid to push the boundaries of performance, and they're not letting up anytime soon. Chapter 4, 2023. Dodge Charger SRT, Hellcat Jailbreak. The family sedan with an attitude. Now, who says you can't have a practical family car that can also smoke the competition at the drag strip? The Dodge Charger SRT, Hellcat Jailbreak is here to prove that you can have your cake and eat it too. This is a 4-door sedan that can comfortably fit the whole family, but under the hood, it's got the heart of a monster. We're talking about a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 that churns out a tire-shredding 717 horsepower. It'll rocket you from 0 to 60 in a neck-snapping 3.4 seconds, and it'll blast through the quarter mile in 10.6 seconds. And with a top speed of 203 miles per hour, this is one family truckster that you don't want to mess with. The Jailbreak package adds even more performance goodies like upgraded brakes, suspension, and tires. Chapter 5 2020 Ford Shelby Mustang GT500, a legacy of performance. Alright, let's talk about a name that's synonymous with American muscle, Shelby. The 2020 Ford Shelby Mustang GT500 is a fitting tribute to the legacy of Carroll Shelby, the man who turned the Mustang into a legend. This is the most powerful street-legal Mustang ever built, and it's got the hardware to back it up. Under the hood, you'll find a 5.2-liter supercharged V8 that screams out an incredible 760 horsepower. It'll launch you from 0 to 60 in a breathtaking 3.4 seconds and devour the quarter mile in 11.3 seconds. But the GT500 isn't just about straight-line speed. Ford Performance worked their magic on the suspension, brakes, and aerodynamics to make this a true track weapon. The GT500 is a testament to the enduring legacy of Carroll Shelby and the Mustang, a car that's as American as apple pie and just as satisfying. Chapter 6, 2023, Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, the everyday supercar. Now, some people might think of the Camaro as a more refined, less brutal muscle car, but then they haven't met the 2023 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. This is a car that can go toe-to-toe with some of the best sports cars in the world, and it does it with that signature American muscle car attitude. Powering this beast is a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 that pumps out a monstrous 650 horsepower. That's enough to catapult you from 0 to 60 in a mere 3.5 seconds and rocket through the quarter mile in a blistering 11.5 seconds. But the ZL1 is more than just a straight-line missile. It's got the handling and braking to match, thanks to a sophisticated suspension system and massive Brembo brakes. You know, sometimes you just want a car that's all about raw, unadulterated muscle car goodness. A car that makes your heart race and your adrenaline pump with every rev of the engine. The 2023 Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack is that car. It's a beast on the road designed to deliver an exhilarating driving experience. It's a modern-day muscle car that stays true to the spirit of the originals, with a big rumbling V8 and a whole lot of attitude. This car doesn't just look the part, it plays it perfectly. Under the hood, you'll find a 6.4-liter Hemi V8 that churns out a healthy 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. This engine is a masterpiece of engineering, designed to deliver raw power and performance. That's enough to get your heart racing and put a smile on your face every time you hit the gas. The thrill of acceleration is something you have to experience to believe. It'll launch you from 0 to 60 in a respectable 4.2 seconds and power through the quarter mile in 11.7 seconds. These numbers are impressive, but they only tell part of the story. But the Scat Pack is more than just numbers on a spec sheet. It's about the connection between driver and machine, the way it handles curves and responds to your every command. It's about the experience, the feeling of raw power at your fingertips, and the sound of that Hemi V8 roaring through the exhaust. This is pure American thunder, a symphony of power and performance that you can feel in your bones. Chapter 8, 2024, Ford Mustang, GT, the evolution of an icon. The Ford Mustang is an American icon, a car that's been a symbol of freedom and performance for over 50 years. And the 2024 Ford Mustang GT continues that legacy with style. It's a modern interpretation of a classic, with sleek lines, a powerful engine, and that unmistakable Mustang attitude. Under the hood, you'll find a 5-liter Coyote V8 that churns out 480 horsepower. That's enough to get this pony car moving, with a 0 to 60 time of just 4.6 seconds and a quarter-mile time of 11.8 seconds. But the Mustang GT is more than just a straight-line cruiser. It's also a capable handler, thanks to its independent rear suspension and sharp steering. Chapter 9, 2023, Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, wide-body, loud, proud, and in your face. Now, we can't talk about muscle cars without mentioning the one that needs no introduction, the 2023 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat widebody. This beast of a machine is the epitome of American muscle, combining raw power with an unmistakable presence. This isn't just a car, it's a statement, a declaration of power, performance, and pure adrenaline. It's a big, bold, and unapologetically American muscle car that makes no apologies for its power or its presence. Every inch of this car screams dominance. Under that massive hood scoop sits a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8 that's been cranked up to a mind-blowing 797 horsepower. This engine is a marvel of modern engineering, designed to deliver unparalleled performance. It'll rocket you from 0 to 60 in a neck-snapping 3.7 seconds and obliterate the quarter mile in a tire-smoking 11.8 seconds. This kind of speed is not for the faint-hearted, but the Hellcat wide body is more than just straight-line speed. It's a complete package of performance and style. It's also surprisingly agile for its size thanks to its wide-body stance, upgraded suspension, and massive Brembo brakes. This car handles corners with precision and stops on a dime. The Hellcat widebody is a car for those who want to make a statement every time they get behind the wheel. It's not just about driving, it's about experiencing the thrill of commanding a true American icon. Chapter 10, 2023, Ford Mustang Mach 1, Bridging the Gap Between Generations. The 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-1 is a car that bridges the gap between the classic Mustangs of the past and the modern muscle cars of today. It's a car that's both retro and contemporary, with styling cues that harken back to the golden age of muscle cars and performance that's thoroughly modern. Powering the Mach-1 is a 5-liter Coyote V8 that's been tuned to produce 480 horsepower. That's enough to launch this pony car from 0 to 60 in a brisk 4.1 seconds and blast through the quarter mile in 12.2 seconds. But the Mach-1 is more than just straight-line speed. It's also a capable handler, thanks to its upgraded suspension, brakes, and aerodynamic components. So there you have it, folks. 10 of the most incredible drag racing muscle cars ever to grace the asphalt. These aren't just cars. They're time machines that capture the spirit of American innovation and the roar of unbridled performance. Until next time, keep the rubber burning and the legends alive.